That's it. I've got it. So it is him. He's the one. I know which one of them did it. I know who the stalker is. Today's case, the stalker. So I'm obviously a pretty popular person. That's why I decided to go half a year without responding to any notifications, just to see how many I get. It's the beginning of January and things seem innocent enough. They just keep changing the layout because I don't remember when was the last time I saw friend suggestions on the sidebar like this. In addition to this Chris Martin guy, it's the same names from last time. Someone's been busy. Why would he go through all that trouble to do this? When I was finally finished checking my notifications, I came back to this. Look at this. They're all cops. I remember I used to get the tingles every time Jeremy Shaw popped up as a notification, thinking he finally noticed me, only to find out they were all just friend suggestions. Yeah, apparently friend suggestions register as a notification. Apparently, they can suggest the same person more than once and it registers as a new notification. I remember I practically fell off my chair when I saw this. Of course, it doesn't mean anything, since it could have been anyone, but I like to think it was the stalker cop for 2 reasons. Something Officer 401 said in one of his videos, something about how night shift gets off at 9, 10 in the morning. So it's 9 in the morning and almost all, if not all of my questions for cops videos were viewed along with the creepy stalker cop video. Coincidence? It was totally memorable, so that's why I decided to screenshot it. Either it is the creepy stalker cop, or just someone going through a lot of trouble to pose as one. When it comes up as computer, Windows, and it just happens to be the 9 to 10 a.m. time frame, I think there's a 97% possibility that it's a cop. If he is a night shift zombie who just got off work and is watching my stupid videos for a good laugh to wind down before bed, that's great! I love it! Little did I know that my life was never going to be the same again. 2 names have disappeared from my friend suggestions. Huh? Hey, wait! Where's Jeremy? Oh, there he is! Where's the redhead? That's it! I've got it! So it is him. He's the one. I know which one of them did it. I know who the stalker is. And the stalker is you, the redhead. You're the only one who could have done it. Want to know how I figured it out? I bet you do. It was the 2nd time in a row when I was editing the tags, description, title of the stalker cop video, and this post kept popping up on my news feed afterwards. I wasn't sure if it was aimed directly at me or if it was just a coincidence that really sent chills down my spine, knowing the content of that video. So I commented on it, asking if I am secretly being tagged or not, since this is the 2nd time this post popped up on my news feed after editing the stalker cop video. The comment is gone now. Coincidence? No. I think that has more to do with the fact that Jeremy doesn't want everyone to find out about my double life and deleted that comment for privacy reasons. Keep in mind that this was several months after the fact. You went and watched the stalker cop video shortly afterwards, and you discovered that I figured out there was a stalking problem on Facebook. You clicked remove next to my name, so now you no longer appear under my friend suggestions. I guess I don't show up on your list either. I don't know, but I guess you can tell me. Jeremy isn't the stalker because he actually added me. I assumed that Big Brother approved it. I'm sure it goes without saying that when someone becomes your friend, they will no longer appear as a friend suggestion. That's how I know it's not Jeremy. But you made a few mistakes. First of all, I noticed that you created your YouTube account only earlier last year, whereas you've been a social media officer for at least 6 years now, suggesting you didn't need to have a YouTube account back then, whereas Jeremy Shaw had his account for a few years now, thinking it's for business purposes. Or maybe he decided to make one just in case he might need it. But the fact that your name mysteriously disappeared from my friend suggestions shortly after I commented on that post sealed it in my mind. You just made it way too obvious. There's no doubt about it. Mark Smith, you are the stalker. 'Cause with a keen eye for details, one truth will prevail. The things I tried to comprehend as a child remain a mystery. There's nothing I need to defend. There's nothing great about me. All I will ever believe is the pounding of my heart, though it doesn't answer questions. That's just the way it goes. All I will ever have faith in is the beating in my chest. It won't predict tomorrow or give me eternal rest. Apparently, my notifications tracker is broken because it obviously stopped counting in the 70s, but I made a chart as I went along and the total was actually 122, and only 74 of those were comments. 23 of them were friend suggestions, including bringing up the same person 4 times. That is just insane. You just gotta go and ruin everything, didn't you? Now it's no fun. It was the adrenaline from not knowing who your stalker is that gave me excitement. I guess you didn't want to entertain me anymore. I'm obviously not very mature for my age, but I still get the giggles every time. This was probably around the time when they kept posting those now hiring ads, and I commented saying, I am still waiting for someone to get back to me about that donut baker position. And the next thing I know, this shows up on my YouTube homepage. Really? Is it just me, or is this like super creepy? Tell me what you guys think. I haven't seen anything like it before. Why are there 2 results? I'm sure you can't have 2 pages. Either it is a loading glitch, or the stalker was hoping I would click the wrong one and end up with spyware that can record everything I do and every word I type. Oh, hell no! So it has been like the beginning of October since they added a new member and I didn't say anything. It was also pretty savage of them not to introduce her. So the stalker put this profile at the beginning of my friend suggestions, as if to say, hey, there's finally a chick here, making it a non-sausage fest. Come over and greet me already. This is off topic, but I found this pretty amusing. It's the day before Christmas Eve and they brought up some old classmate from high school. We had a brief conversation about how we both wanted to be cops. That's why I thought this was pretty hilarious. It must be another coincidence as well, because the classmate is on whose friends list? That's right, yours, you redhead. There is still the possibility that Facebook itself is the stalker. I came across this article a while back about how friend suggestions are made. What if Facebook is suggesting people that are actively searching for you, whether they be long-lost relatives or straight-up stalkers? The people you may know section has become a dredge through the muddied rivers of our pasts with no warning whatsoever. It seems Facebook is drawing parallels and guessing based on some deep commonalities below the surface. For instance, perhaps you worked at the same place as one of your friends and one of their friends worked with them at a different place, and that friend went to school with the guy who set fire to your mailbox. Now Mailbox Fire Guy is in your suggested friends list. That's kind of how it seems lately. If I understood that correctly, these are my calculations. This is me. This is the common denominator. These are subject 2 and subject 3. These two work here, so they have this in common. They both know each other, so they have each other in common. Why don't I just tell it like it is, okay? We all stalk this page. So let's just say I stalk these two. They stalk this page and each other. If Facebook is the stalker, then that explains why they would assume that I know this redhead, because he's a mutual third party. That's my guess. I think it's reasonable enough, but they were really just reaching with all of those other names though, bringing up some random cop just because he's a cop. I guess the moral of the story is, be careful what you wish for. I remember those times I went on government tracking or government spying videos. Of course I stayed for the actual content, but I mostly went on there to write a savage comment like, I know it sounds bad to say it out loud, but the truth is, everyone wants unconditional love, and mine just happens to come in the form of a stalker. So I like to think there's some creepy stalker cop spying on me and is too shy to greet me in the real world.
There's always a reason to be afraid.